would be a fairy tale ending to see her make a magical run at Flushing Meadows. That's the long way away, but we'll be certainly watching. What about as we're watching the weather, Adam? What are you seeing in the Weather Center?
We have rain, and actually the system that's coming in right now is going to continue to help to bring us back some better air quality. Now, you might have noticed it today if we had the clear skies. We will have some of that later on, but the skies are going to appear bluer than some of the hazier skies we've had for the past few days. Air quality, more moderate levels, but it is going to improve later into the evening and definitely by tomorrow, and you'll start to see a lot more of those greens showing up on the map. Now, SchoolNet site looking live in Shoreline. We got a lot of those clouds still around. Some of us have already started off this morning with some areas of light rain, nothing really too major with that. Out here closer to the coast, Westport right now, cloudy skies. That marine push came in, and it's really helping to supply most of the region with the clouds, plus some monsoonal moisture coming in from the very outside edges of that from the south. Now, what's going to happen is I think we probably will see mainly cloudy skies here around the coast. Closer to Puget Sound, we're going to see some of these clouds break apart and more sunshine on the way. But here for the time being, it's a gloomy start to the afternoon. We're at 64. We have that wind coming out of the west at about 3 miles per hour. And Mount Rainier, not altogether really visible, but you can see the clouds that are riding up over it. There it is right there, and should see much more of it later on into the day. So big change as far as the air mass right now in comparison to at this point yesterday, as we're down by about 10, 15, close to 20 degrees, which puts our numbers generally in the low to mid 60s. 63 in Tacoma, 64 in Puyallup, and then 50s even showing up around Oak Harbor, 60 in Friday Harbor and Bellingham. Right now sitting at 66 degrees, where we've had a little more sunshine up here by the Canadian border. Other than that, though, it's been a cloudy start. You can see some of those showers moving across the Kitsap Peninsula right now, and even some storm activity right there by the Oregon and Washington state line. Some of those could maybe sneak up into Washington, but mainly stay up across the mountains. So that area of low pressure spins up weak waves of energy our way, and we got another one coming in into the day for tomorrow. So for the rest of today, things quiet down. 3 o'clock, I think we should start to see a bit more of that sunshine ahead. Still up across the mountains. Keep an eye out for a quick shower or a thunderstorm. That will linger on here into the first part of the night, but then die off. Then we go on into tomorrow morning. I think it's a dry start. You can see skies beginning to fill back with more of the clouds. And then we have those rain chances, which are mainly going to stay off to the west, so western Kitsap Peninsula, and then farther off towards the west over the Olympic Peninsula, we're seeing the better opportunity, or at least the more widespread chances of some of these showers and perhaps a few storms beginning to fire up here into the mid to latter part of Wednesday morning. Then we go into the afternoon. We start to see another round of moisture come through, and that will be into the mid to latter part of the afternoon, 5, 6, maybe even 7 o'clock heading into the evening. That will have this next wave start to move on northward, and we'll see exactly where that does begin to set up, because we could see some of those showers maybe even sneak a bit farther south, as opposed to seeing them around Everett and Snohomish County, maybe even closer to Tacoma. But that will move on by. Here we go later on into late tomorrow night into early Thursday. Things clearing out, quieting down, and then we're going to see a stretch of high pressure, which is going to lead to more sunshine, but also some pretty comfortable temperatures too to go along with that. The majority of the rain stays farther west again, anywhere between maybe a quarter to a half an inch as you go closer to the coast, maybe even some lesser spots there, and then you could go farther to the east, and we're expecting less than 1/10 of an inch, as really not much rain will start to pop up overhead. Today's highs, low to mid 80s. Sunshine going to help out with that to a certain degree, and then lows tonight dropping down back into the 50s in a lot of locations. 73 tomorrow, 79 on Thursday, bouncing back and forth for the rest of the forecast period between those upper 70s and lower 80s.